Hey Dub, this is Dave Decide. Today we are talking about Jimin and JHopes, specifically what people are saying happened in the Jack in the Box album release party. I also wanted to get into Jimin's lip biting and winking mystery that people have been debating. So, hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. And let's get into it. The first thing that we need to talk about is something that Jimin did that has gotten armies completely puzzled and not okay for the last several years, and is still being talked about. During BTS's debut in 2013, they were graciously invited to the Melon Awards. They really brought their A game and they looked amazing. They had a completely different style than they do now, but they still rocked their image, and especially during that time, the eyeliner hip-hop look was very much in trend. BTS had just come out of their trainee process, and so they didn't really have too many viewers or supporters, and they didn't really know firsthand how the media would take what they do and what they say and possibly turn it into something else, or whatever the media does. BTS was sitting and enjoying the show, and this was also the time where the members could sing along to an artist that they like or sit and watch idols on stage, female idols specifically, and give a genuine reaction to the performance. Now, when they do that now, it's filled with dating rumors. Oh my god, the two are dating and he's being a supportive boyfriend. Of course, later on, BTS realized they can no longer do that, and now they sit there during award shows and make no reaction at all. Jimin was there during the Melon Awards and singing along to a performance, and he noticed someone and turned that direction. He gave a sly wink and bit his lip. People to this day are still talking about who he was winking at and who this reaction was for. Was it for another idol? Was it for a staff member? Or was it for an army that maybe was giving him hard fingers or something? The mystery is still up in the air, and given how big this turned out to be, you can definitely see why members don't act like this anymore, as a simple cute flirty moment ends up being something that people are very curious about. And it seems like BTS wants more focus on their music. BTS had great music and blew up for both their music and their looks. A lot of their big breaks and viral moments were because of their looks. Jin had gone viral several times in Korea, and that helped put their name on the map. So I can also imagine at this time it was beneficial for them to be a little more flirty, as that could help them. I personally think it was an army that Jimin was flirting with, and of course in a playful, suave way. I don't think he was dating this person that this was directed at. I just think he did it because he thought it would be cute. Jimin has shown that maybe he has some regrets during this era. I think we can all look back at old pictures and moments and sometimes cringe a little. Jimin has talked about wanting a photo that he took from way back that was in this similar era and wanting that to be deleted. So it shows that this is not the person that he is anymore. And if you look at BTS now and before, they are completely different people. I am glad that the identity of whoever this person Jimin was flirting with was kept a secret and was never shown. I would assume that that person would have gotten a lot of hate even at that time, and especially now. I think people would rip them apart and call them names all out of jealousy. But I totally think it's okay and fun for idols to be playful and flirt with other supporters who might be okay with it. I don't see anything wrong with this. It doesn't mean that the idol is attracted to that person, and it doesn't mean anything. We really haven't heard much from Jimin, and this could explain a reason some of these older moments are coming back and being talked about. However, there was an appearance and a moment where we did see Jimin, and this was JHopes' Jack in the Box album release party. If you aren't aware, in literally like a few hours, JHopes' song Arson will be released, and I will be reacting to it on my Patreon soon. If you want to check it out, I will link it below. But everyone was at this release party, from Big Bang to BTS members, all being there, and several other idols there. I was hoping to see Blackpink actually there too, but from the photos, I did not see them there. It was shocking because I think we thought that Blackpink might be featured on the album. There was a concept photo that was released with Blackpink's name there, and so there could still be a chance that Blackpink is featured, but maybe it was just a cute little shout out and didn't really mean anything more than that. Because if Blackpink was indeed featured on the album, for sure they'd be at the party too, right? And maybe they were, and they just weren't photographed. People were very excited about this party. It felt like a long time coming for JHope to release another mixtape, and it seemed like all of JHope's friends and colleagues were excited to be there and support. It was even believed that Bang PD had appeared and was there to join the party. It was definitely most shocking to hear that Big Bang was there, and they were happily there to show their support. With all these people posting about JHope's album, it's almost a sign of good luck that the album and songs will do very well. I was wondering why the album party didn't happen when more was released. However, I think knowing JHope and BTS members' work ethic, I feel like they were working on the album up literally until the last minute, and he just finished it, which is why he decided to do the listening party now. After photos were posted online and everyone was shocked to see it, a particular picture of Jimin and Jessi was posted online. I believe it was Jessi who posted a selfie with Jimin. Of course, the natural dating rumors and people saying that that was expected. But Jessi had said in a live stream before that she is not dating anyone right now and is not even thinking about it. But people were upset that Jimin and Jessi even had an intimate moment where they were talking or even being next to each other. Anyone who comes near the boys and posts a picture online of them meeting, and especially if the fan or idol is somewhat attractive, you can bet that their entire past will be brought up online and trending, and they will literally be attacked. People who have said the randomest things 30 years ago will be brought up and used to attack them, to say that they don't deserve to meet BTS or that that idol sucks and that BTS should not associate with them. I almost imagine that some of these toxic fans are crying as they're going through and trying to find bad information about this person who took the photo with BTS. It's so clear that the intention is that they are mad this person met BTS and it's not them, and then using something else to bring that person down. Because if you claim that you're jealous, you can't cancel this person, so you have to dig up things and purposely take those things out of context. Jessi was a slight victim of this. After the selfie was posted, it helped that Jessi is currently promoting, and since people like her music and her new song Zoom is all over TikTok and it's also fun, and she's currently being talked about in a positive way. A lot of those positive comments can cover up any of the alleged bad allegations. People saying things like Jessi culture appropriates or is a bad person and that Jimin shouldn't be next to her. Now all of this stuff these people are saying is something that they believe she did in her past, not now, which is the issue, because I personally think people can learn and grow, and while I don't necessarily agree that she partakes in some of those accusations that everyone is saying, I think if you believe she did, she can definitely change and become a different person. We expect people to grow and learn from mistakes, but we refuse to let go of the past, in which case, what exactly is the incentive for people to grow? If people are seeing that they're still getting hate for something they did a long time ago, then they might as well continue, right? Because they'll get hate either way. What Jessi does now is 100% support all of the BTS members. She is at the Jack in the Box album party. I mean, she doesn't have to be there. No one put a gun to her head. She is there because she wants to support and has publicly said that she thinks JHopes' new sound or rap or whatever is so dope. She has talked about loving each member and especially finding Jungkook attractive. She doesn't need to say any of this. In fact, I think she is also aware that every time she brings up BTS, she might get backlash no matter what she says. And everyone knows this. It's actually become seemingly a controversial thing to bring up BTS's name. Because if you say anything slightly off or just something a toxic fan can take out of context, you're being canceled by millions. But Jessi still feels it's important to support. So please stop the hate, especially on Jessi. She seems so sweet. She's gorgeous, she's hilarious, and she makes great music. I just love her so much. I don't think Jessi or Jimin are dating at all. I do think they probably spoke and got to know each other. So if you consider that intimate, then they were intimate, but no romance. However, what do you think? And what do you think about the Jimin lip biting and flirting debate? Who do you think it was towards? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you, bye.